Hello everyone, welcome to April. Well, it's almost April anyway. So the next we're done with color. A few of you have not done your color assignment, so please get with me and arrange to make sure that you can make those up because it's really important not to get behind. This next project, you just need a pencil, a ruler. You do not need your paints. Okay, so maybe some are happy about that, but I think a lot of students really liked doing their color schemes. So what we're going to talk next is using the grid. Grid is really important and used in a lot of ways. For instance, the whole internet is based on a grid, a newspaper, so many things. So I'm going to kind of scroll down and just show you different, you can see how things are blocked in into a grid. Scroll down a little bit. Magazine layouts, periodicals, posters, you can see the grid here. I'm breaking it up into different sizes. I mean, this is adding text. It was pretty cool. So graphic designers and grids are a big part of design. Okay, so this should be a really fun project. So let me see, this is kind of hard to kind of move this thing up and down. So this is just a little project from one of my students. It's a little complicated. We're not going to get this complicated, believe me. But this is just kind of a cool design using a grid. So this is going to be more kind of what we're going to be doing. And this is some interior design, some fine art, some really nice pieces of design. So look at the negative space created here. Even though you've got the circles, which this is going to be exactly what you're going to be doing this week. You're going to be doing examples of this. So you can use these as an example, but look at the nice negative space. The clue is not to cover in the whole page, to kind of let it breathe. So this is a different shape, then this is a different shape, this is a different shape. All these negative shapes are created differently. This is kind of cool. It's got this circle. So you really need to refer to these, and this is a really good one too. So this is what well, let me see if I can get this thing going down. Scroll down. There we go, there we go. I don't know why this is just not working for me. Well, I got to click off of it, I guess. Scroll down. Okay, assignment. You're going to complete two different grid projects, okay? The first one, you're only using circles. The second one, you're using grids. And this is what you need to do. The grid size, it really doesn't matter. So what I suggest, if you want to do your grid, you can do it in your sketchbook. You can do it on any kind of paper you have. Don't do it on line paper for sure, but use your sketchbook, or if you have some Bristol board left, it'd be perfect for that, okay? So let me see if I can move this up a little bit. Dang it. So I might have to get this thing to, okay. So grid 1, grid 2. You can see the circles here. So this is what I suggest. When you do grid 1, this is what you need to do. If you don't have a circle template, find a lid that's kind of maybe 2 inches wide or something. Make sure that this is a square. So you've got 9 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So what you need to do, find a circle. You're going to divide it into 2. Okay. So if you have a circle template, it's great. If not, so look here. I did it with a mason jar lid. Everybody probably has a mason jar lid, right? So you just trace it and then you use your ruler. Make sure you use a ruler, a straight edge, okay? And this is grid 2. It's the very same thing. It's all you're doing. You're adding another cross. So if you want to do your grid, look at these very closely. They're both the very same size because this is the first, this is the second, and this is the third, okay? So what you're going to do, you're going to trace 9 circles here, okay? And then you're going to go in, you're going to fill them in different ways, okay? So this is just one that I did. So this is really rough. I think if you do it with pencil first and then kind of block it in. So I even used the little lines and the little dots that I showed you in those abstract beautiful color things, okay? So we're just going to do it in black and white, no color. So this is an example of grid 1 where you go in and you're going to ink all this stuff in and really play with positive and negative. So this is going to be completely white. This is going to be completely white, okay? So this is the second one. This one I went a little crazy and got really busy here and stuff like that, but you don't have to do that. It's just an example. Just use all, you can only use straight lines and no circles, okay? So this is kind of a cool example. So look at the negative spaces. This is just one I kind of whipped out on the computer. You could do it on the computer, but I don't know a lot of you know how to use Illustrator or whatever, but do it by hand. It's kind of fun. So you might want to consider getting smaller lids, or if you have a circle template, it would be perfect. I know they're only like, you know, a couple dollars at Walmart or something like that, but it's up to you. But craftsmanship is a pretty big issue here. So let's go ahead and let's move down. Geez, this thing is hard. Oh, there. I thought you just used the scroll thing. So this is kind of interesting. I just kind of randomly took that design and made a t-shirt design out of it. What the heck? I mean, of course I did it in 2020, but this is how you can use this design. You can use it from anything. So you can just pretend like you're doing a t-shirt design. It's kind of cool. So I thought that was kind of neat. So, so you've got two projects. You've got the circle project and you've got the angle project. Now, if you want extra credit, you can do one where you mix the two. You can have circles, or you can do circles, or you can do the angles. You can kind of mix it up like some of those shows. Obviously, the due date is not April 4th, I don't think. Let me see what it is. Now, I'm going to make the due date actually March. Wait a minute. Okay, let me see. It is going to be April. Today is the 29th. The 29th. It's actually going to be, it actually is going to be the 5th or the 4th. So that's perfect. So have a lot of fun with this. Ink it. It's a simple exercise, but it's a really good use of positive and negative space in using the grid. So it's a pretty easy project. Hopefully y'all get it done and have a lot of fun, and then you can design your own t-shirt. You could do anything. Now next week we're going to start working on some designs to do our block printing. So everybody hopefully has their supplies, because you're going to have to use your cutters and your blocks, because we're going to do patterns, and we're going to do something similar to this, but do a little bit fancier, but we're going to do repeated patterns. And you have to have that block and those cutters that came in your kit. I know a couple of you got with me, you know, recently, says, oh, I never got my supplies. Well, you might have to go downtown and collect the supplies from the supply store, because I've already made a couple trips down there. But we just let me know if you don't have your supplies, okay? So you should have had them, or you should have told me about it. Or you could, you know, if you have the cash, I mean, you could go to Michael's and, you know, use your 30 or 40% off coupon and get a little block and the stuff. But let's make sure that you get the supplies, or somehow I'll figure out how you can get them. So hopefully I'm not rambling too much. I think it's a really, really fun project. It's really easy. Leave a lot of white space. The whole thing is the negative space. And here I just have, the reason I did this, I just went a little crazy. And this would probably be inked in, but you see how I had all the congestion in one area? Don't have it sporadically. This will become a focal point because of all the interesting stuff going on, okay? And you can put like little designs in there, or lines or stripes or something like this. But here you can kind of see how I did it here. Let me go back up and look at that one piece. See, it's going to be something like this, but we're not doing color. If you want to do it with a color scheme, I will give you extra credit for that too. If you want, but you have to tell me your color scheme. It has to be like complementary or analogous. Don't be doing random colors, because right here, this is a triad, right? Red, yellow, and blue is a triad. This is complementary. It's muted, but red and green are complementary colors. They're here for, this is another triad. This is analogous. So if you want to do, this might be, I'd have to check and figure out what this one is. But this is a very, very fun assignment that you can use on different assignments, hopefully in upcoming designs, especially, I don't know what, you know, if you happen to be in fashion or interior design or anything, or just something fun. So, and it does kind of give you a chance to, if you want to design a t-shirt, I'll give you extra credit. Get with me, I will give you extra credit. But you have to make sure that, or if you didn't do your color theory, you can do one of these designs, add the color to this. Okay. And also, when if you don't have your supplies, if you don't like the paint or anything, you can always go to Home Depot, grab some of their paint chips, and glue them down in different shapes. It'd be great for this exercise to get your color done, because there's a lot of you that just is not doing their color assignments, but you have plenty of time to catch up. So I'm giving you an ample opportunity. So have fun with this project. I think it's the students always love this, and I get some beautiful, beautiful designs from this. So if you have any questions, you know you can always text me, because I get texts a lot quicker than I do emails. And I've given you my number, 214-769-1269. So I look forward to see some fabulous, exciting designs. See you later. Have fun.